The path you have chosen to walk is difficult. Intensive training will prepare you physically for the demands of the Order. Meditation will teach you to channel the power of the Force. To truly understand the way of the Jedi, you must open your mind to knowledge. Seek wisdom in the teachings of the great masters of our Order. The Jedi is never alone. Others in the Order will always stand by you. You and Bastila share a special bond. Do not be afraid to turn to her when you need help in your training. The way of the Jedi is difficult. It requires great discipline. Yet even though you are a mere apprentice, your potential is unlimited, and your progress amazing. In all my years, I have never seen one who has mastered the initial training so quickly. You've done in weeks what many cannot do in years. I am honored to welcome you fully into the Jedi Order. Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy.
What must I do to prove myself?
In the traditions and customs of our Order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations, you must successfully complete 3 tests before you earn your place among the Jedi.
I am ready for these tests, Master. What kind of tests are these?
These tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan and join in the ranks of the Jedi. First, I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code. These tenets must always guide your actions. In everything you do, you must always be conscious of their wisdom. You must prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code. Return when you feel you are ready for this challenge.
Jedi Code. Yay, we're Jedis. We're on our way to being Jedi. Just check out this place here real quick. That's where we can work on our lightsaber. Get crystals and all that good stuff. Alright, training computer. I gotta learn the Jedi Code. Assessing user recognition. User identity confirmed. Begin training orientation. Welcome, Charles Starrrun. As one recently accepted for training here at the Academy, it is important you fully understand the many paths now available to you as a servant of the light. Jedi Guardians train for battle and physical prowess. In contrast, Jedi Counselors seek to master the awesome power of the Force. Jedi Sentinels seek to find a balance between these two extremes. Okay, so Jedi Guardians train for battle and physical prowess. In contrast, Jedi Counselors seek to master the awesome power of the Force. Jedi Sentinels seek to find a balance between these two extremes. Tell me more about the Jedi Guardian. Let me see here. Show me statistical comparison of all 3 classes. Guardian, 10 Vitality, 4 Force points level. Counselor, 6 Vitality, 8 Force points level. Sentinel, 8 Vitality, 6 Force points level. So I think Counselor has more Force points. Let's check that out. Jedi Counselors seek to bring balance to the universe. They focus less on physical combat and more on mental discipline in order to augment their mastery of the Force. Basic class attributes: 6 Vitality, level 8. Force points. Level, slow skill progression, slow feat progression. Let's look at the Guardian. Jedi Guardians battle against the forces of evil and the dark side. They focus on combat training and masterful use of the lightsaber. Basic class attributes: 10 vitality, level 4 force points, level slow skill progression, fast feat progression. Okay, interesting. Sentinel. Jedi Sentinels fret out deceit and injustice, bringing them to light. They strike a balance between the physical and mental disciplines of the Jedi Order. Basic class attributes: 8 vitality, level 6 force points, level average skills, progression, slow feat progression. Huh. Well, Counselor. Yeah. Jedi Guardian. Sentinel. Interesting. Well, Jedi Sentinel. What do you think, Karth? They get a lot. They got more force powers, but not as much vitality. But force powers are important. Master Czar. Let's go down here and talk to the council members. Bastila.
If you have questions, you should direct them toward the Jedi Council members.
Yes. Okay. Dorak.
Greetings, young apprentice. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? Those who do not learn from history are doomed to repeat it, or so they say. As a chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I feel it is my duty to share the history of our order with the newly initiated. Unfortunately, our recent history is one of tragedy and bloodshed. The Mandalorian Wars, the fall of Revan and Malak, the rise of the Sith. There are important lessons to be learned from these events, if we do not wish to repeat the mistakes of our past.
I'm eager to learn, Master Dorak.
Of course, I could not tell you the entire history of our order. The Jedi have existed for thousands upon thousands of years. We are as old as the Republic itself. Instead, I will begin 40 years ago with the War of Exar Kun. Like Malak and Revan, Exar Kun was a Jedi who fell to the dark side and led an army against the Jedi and the Republic. Exar Kun was defeated, but the war left both the Republic and our own order severely weakened. For 20 years we struggled to rebuild, trying to erase the scars of the terrible conflict.
What does this have to do with Revan and Malak? What about the Mandalorian Wars?
20 years ago, the Mandalorians, aware that the Republic was in a weakened state, began conquering small worlds on the Outer Rim. They were careful to choose only planets outside the Republic's jurisdiction. After much debate, the Senate chose not to intervene. As long as the Mandalorians avoided planets that were members of the Republic itself, there would be no retaliation.
Sounds like a big mistake. Let's see here. But we ended up in a war anyway.
The Mandalorians stockpiled resources from their conquered worlds, preparing for massive assault. 7 years ago, they launched a simultaneous attack in 3 separate sectors of Republic space. The Senate had no choice but to retaliate with the entire Republic fleet. The Mandalorian Wars had begun.
Did the Jedi join in?
The Republic petitioned the Jedi Council for aid, but there were many factors to consider before we allowed ourselves to be drawn into another conflict so soon after the war with Exar Kun. While the Jedi Council preached patience, there were many among our order who were eager for us to join the battle. 2 young knights in particular demanded immediate action: Revan and Malak. They rallied many of the Jedi to their cause, and against the wishes of their masters, joined the Republic fleet battling the Mandalorians. Revan was a brilliant military leader, and the Republic fleet began to win victory after victory. 4 years ago, the Mandalorians surrendered unconditionally.
So Revan did the right thing. So did Revan fall to the dark side?
Revan and Malak were heroes, the great saviors of the Republic. A third of the Republic fleet was under their direct command. And then something happened. Instead of returning after the war's end, the ships under Revan's command went deep into unexplored space. They claimed to be searching for the last remnants of the Mandalorian fleet. All contact was lost. For many months, it was assumed some great disaster had befallen the entire fleet. Everyone thought they were dead. There were unsubstantiated rumors of Revan and Malak being seen on a number of different planets during these months, scattered sightings that were never confirmed.
Where did they disappear to?
Perhaps they simply went far beyond the edges of Republic space. Maybe they found previously undiscovered hyperspace routes to the ends of the galaxy. Nobody knows for certain. 3 years ago, Revan and Malak returned at the head of a massive invasion fleet. Revan had assumed the title of Sith Lord. The hero had become a conqueror.
Where did Revan get the ships for the Sith fleet?
Some of the ships in the Sith fleet are those that were under Revan's command during the Mandalorian Wars. But many more are of an alien design we've never seen before. The source of this massive fleet is one of the many things about the Sith we cannot explain. It seems impossible to have created it in such a short time, yet we cannot deny its existence. The source of the Sith soldiers is unfortunately much easier to understand. Initially, the bulk of the force were former Republic soldiers who had served under Revan. With each conquest, thousands more flocked to join the invaders, swelling their numbers. Even many of our own order have betrayed us, lured by Sith promises of riches and power.
So what happened next?
For 2 years, the Sith were all but invincible. Fortunately, Bastila and her battle meditation allowed the Republic to win a few key victories and kept the Sith from total triumph. In desperation, we set a trap for the Dark Lord. Bastila was with the strike team that tried to capture Revan, as you probably know. She was there at Revan's end. That was nearly a year ago, but things have not improved. Malak has stepped in and assumed the mantle of Dark Lord for himself, though he's far from Revan's equal in strategy or tactics. Still, his fleet continues to grow in both ships and soldiers. If we do not find some way to stop the Sith soon, Malak will overwhelm us with sheer numbers.
What can I learn from Revan's history?
Revan's tale shows us how even the greatest of Jedi can fall to the dark side. You must always be on guard against the evil that dwells within you. Think hard upon this lesson.
I will think on this, Master Dorak.
May the Force be with you.
Master Vandar.
Good evening, apprentice. I trust your training goes well.
My training is progressing quite well.
I have faith that you will achieve the rank of Padawan soon. Master Jar is most impressed with your progress. May the Force be with you, apprentice.
I must know the Jedi Code,
Good evening,
Master
apprentice.
Vandar.
I trust your training.
Yes, I seek knowledge of the Jedi Code.
All Jedi must know the Code. Its tenets are the fundamental teachings of our order. Think and meditate on these truths, apprentice. There is no emotion. There is peace. There is no ignorance. There is knowledge. There is no passion. There is serenity. There is no chaos. There is harmony. There is no death. There is the Force. I have faith that you will achieve the rank of Padawan soon. Master Jar is most impressed with your progress. May the Force be with you, apprentice.
Okay, got that note. And Master Vorak.
I see you insist on wandering the halls of our enclave when you should be busy studying your lessons.
My training is going well. I seek knowledge of the Jedi Code. We already got that. I would like to ask some questions.
I suppose such desires are inevitable, though I fear you may seek knowledge for which you are not prepared. Yet I will do my best to guide your quest.
What can you tell me about Bastila?
Bastila, the young Jedi holds great promise and great danger. She can do much for both the Republic and the Council. Without her skill in battle meditation, the Sith Armada would have conquered the galaxy long ago. But despite her command of the Force, Bastila is still young. She is a Jedi, but she has not attained the rank of Master. The Council would do well to remember this before we lay the fate of the galaxy on her slender shoulders. You would do well to focus more closely on your lessons. The Force is strong with you, but you need training and guidance in the ways of the Jedi, lest you suffer a fate similar to that of Revan.
Well, I think we will go ahead and get Master Czar to give us our test on the Jedi trials. Let's see here. Jedi Council on Dantooine has decided to train you in the ways of the ancient Jedi Order. After much initial training, your first task will be to learn the precepts of the Jedi Code. This code is the path by which all Jedi should lead their lives. There is no emotion, there is peace. There is no ignorance, there is knowledge. There is no passion, there is serenity. There is no chaos, there is harmony. There is no death, there is a force. Alright, so emotion, peace, ignorance, knowledge, serenity, passion, serenity, chaos, harmony. Alright, so there is no emotion. Alright, so emotion, peace are together. Emotion, peace, ignorance, knowledge, passion, serenity, chaos, harmony, death, force.
Greetings, my young pupil. Your progress has been most remarkable so far. Are you here to continue your training in the ways of the Jedi?
I am ready to continue my training.
Soon your apprenticeship will end, and you will be granted the title of Padawan, the lowest rank of those within the Jedi Order. Yet first you must prove yourself worthy. In the traditions and customs of our order, as handed down from master to pupil for 1,000 generations, you must successfully complete 3 tests before you earn your place among the Jedi.
I am ready for the test, Master Czar.
These tests will see if you have truly mastered the training you have been given, both mental and physical. Upon completing these tests, you will pass from apprentice to Padawan, and join in the ranks of the Jedi. First, I will test your knowledge of the Jedi Code. These tenets must always guide your actions. In everything you do, you must always be conscious of their wisdom. You must now prove you have a Jedi's understanding of the Code by completing these fundamental precepts of our order. There is no emotion.
There is peace.
There is no ignorance.
There is knowledge.
There is no passion.
There is harmony. Oh, wait a minute. Serenity, that's it.
There is no chaos.
There's harmony, that's the one.
There is no death.
There is the Force.
You have learned your studies well, apprentice. It will not be long before you are a full member of our order. But first, you must pass the second test and learn about the most prized possession of a Jedi, the very symbol of our order, the lightsaber. The lightsaber is the traditional weapon of our order. It is a symbol of a Jedi's skill, dedication, and authority. And each lightsaber is as individual as the Jedi who wields it. The blade is made of pure energy, focused by polished crystals in the hilt. As the second test, each Jedi must construct his lightsaber with his own hands. And now it is your time. Speak with Master Dorak, and he will guide you through the choosing of a crystal.
Okay. Now, the crystals, the colors and the crystals go hand in hand symbolically with the class of Jedi. But we don't have to obviously follow the color coding. But they will, kind of ask
You
us.
have come, young apprentice, at Master Czar's bidding. He sees great promise in you. As do I. The time has come for you to choose the color of your lightsaber. This color also reflects your demeanor and position within the Order.
Okay, what colors are there? What positions are there?
Blue is the color of the Jedi Guardian. This Jedi battles against the forces of evil and the dark side. They focus more on combat training and use of the lightsaber. Yellow is the color of the Jedi Sentinel. This Jedi ferrets out deceit and injustice, bringing it to light. They focus less on combat and more on other skills and abilities. Green is the color of the Jedi Consular. This Jedi seeks to bring balance to the universe. They mediate between other groups, using their powers to end conflict and preserve peace.
Alright, so we know the Guardian has 10, Vitality 4, with the Force Power. Sentinel's like in the middle, which is 6, 8 and 6, and then that is like 10 Force. I guess we'll be a Sentinel because that's like the middle of the both. I usually played as a Guardian back when I did this. But I wonder if this will give more Force points. Or the Counselor. You know. Wait a minute. We'll go with the Counselor because they get a lot of Force power.
Indeed. We shall see. I will now ask you questions, and your responses will indicate which class you lean most towards. A woman and her small child are beset by a desperate-looking group of thugs. They're menacing her with weapons, and she screams to you for help. What do you do?
Help them flee, attack the thugs, stop the thugs, and find out why they're attacking her. Well, you can answer into the idea.
Indeed. Very well. On to the next question. You are in combat with a dark Jedi allied with the Sith. There is a pause in the combat. What do you do?
Attack him again? No. Find out why he turned to the dark side and try to turn him. Try to see a weakness in his technique.
Yes, I suspected as much. Now for the next question. There is a locked door, and your goal lies on the other side. What do you do?
Smash the door down. Try to pick the lock. Knock.
I am beginning to see a pattern here, apprentice. I have a feeling about what you would be best at. But first, the final question. You are the head of an enclave on a contested world. The Dark Jedi have infiltrated and are causing unrest across the planet. What do you do?
Try to lure them out into a trap. Coordinate with the planetary government to identify the infiltrators.
Yes, I thought as much. As I suspected, you would be most suitable as a Jedi Consular. Which color and path do you believe yourself most suited to, apprentice?
You will go with... let's see here. This is tough. This is tough. I like the combat, but we need more Force points, I feel. So we'll do the Counselor.
Here is a green crystal for your lightsaber. Go speak to Master Jar again, and he will instruct you on how to construct it.
Okay. Skills. Persuade. Fits. Alright, you have been granted the following feats this level. Jedi Defense. two-weapon fighting. This is, I think, characteristics that focus on using single-handed or single one-handed weapons in battle. Gain +1 to attack and +1 to defense due to the efficiency of this form of combat. This applies to both ranged and melee weapons. This feat reduces the attack penalty of a character wielding a double-bladed weapon or two weapons, one in each hand. The normal penalties of -6, main hand, -10, offhand are reduced by 4 quarter to a total of -6, -6. Use a balanced weapon in the hand, in the offhand, and can further reduce the attack penalty to 2 to a total of -4, -6. Implant level 1. Let's see here. Continued focus on the use of single-handed weapons grants character +2 to attack, +2 to defense. This applies to both ranged and melee weapons, yeah. You know what? I've been switching this up so much now from when I used to play. I think I'll do the two-handed weapon here. Powers. Heal, definitely. And defense. For shield. Energy resistance. Shields a Jedi in the Force, absorbing the first 15 points. Improved energy resistance. Force resistance. This power offers some protection from direct force power attacks. We'll do that. I know. I am on my way to being a powerful Jedi, guys. Yay. Alright, workbench. I cannot. What is this? Alright, having completed the first trial, your second task to become a Jedi is to speak to Master Dorak. Alright. No, I already did speak to Master Dorak. Why?
Greetings, young apprentice. Have you come seeking knowledge of the past? As chronicler of the Academy here on Dantooine, I find your quest for knowledge admirable, but I do not want to overwhelm you with the long history of the Jedi Order. You should ponder the history of Revan. It can...
I'll find a way to stop the Sith. I'll be going now.
May the Force be...
Wait, there was something about the archives?
Greetings.
Let me...
As chronicler...
Yeah.
You should ponder...
Where are the Academy's archives?
This facility is a training academy. The archives here are restricted to those who have attained the rank of Master. We must protect overeager Padawans from being exposed to dangerous knowledge. The pursuit of knowledge is a noble goal, but there are some things that require the wisdom of a Master to truly understand. You should ponder the history of Revan. It contains many lessons you may need if we hope to defeat Malak and the Sith.
Okay.
May the Force be with